Hello friends, myself R.D. Mazen presenting my video on the topic Cauchy's linear differential equation. Equations reducible to linear. Solve x square d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus 4y is equal to cos of log x. Here the order of that differential equation is 2 with y as dependent variable and x as independent. If you observe the term dy by dx is multiplied by x, variable coefficient x, d2y by dx square is multiplied by x square, means that equation is in Cauchy's form. Therefore, given differential equation is x square d2y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus 4y is equal to cos of log x. We call as equation 1. It is in Cauchy's form. And as it is in Cauchy's form, we put the substitution log x as z. It implies transferring that log to other side, we get x is equal to e raised to z, and we use capital D for the operator d by dz. We have that x into dy by dx as capital D operated on y and x square d2y by dx square as d minus 1 into y. Substituting this in equation 1 becomes therefore x square d2y by dx square we replace by d minus 1 into y. X dy by dx we replace by dy plus 4y and is equal to cos of log x, but log x is z, therefore it becomes cos of z. And then taking y common from all, we get d square minus d plus d plus 4 operated on y is equal to cos z. Minus d plus d get cancelled, we get therefore d square plus 4 into y is equals to cos z. Equation number 2. This new equation number 2, is linear differential equation with constant coefficient. The coefficient of that d square is here 1. It is LDE, linear differential equation with constant coefficient. And therefore, to find its solution, we have to find CF and PI as usual by applying the technique of finding the CF and PI. Finding CF, for that auxiliary equation is d square plus 4 equating it to 0. Solving it for d, we get d square is equals to minus 4. Taking square root on both sides, we get d is equals to plus minus root of minus 4 root of 4 is 2 and root of minus 1 is I, imaginary. roots are imaginary in the form of alpha plus minus I beta. Therefore, we get here alpha is equals to real part is here 0 and beta imaginary part coefficient of I, that is 2. And therefore, CF is e raised to alpha x. Instead of x, we have to apply a new variable z. Therefore, e raised to 0 z. C1 cos of beta z. Beta is 2, therefore 2z. C2 sine of beta z. Sine of 2z. We call this equation number next 3. CF. Then PI is obtained by the term on the right hand side is of cos type. Therefore, it becomes case number 2 for PI. Applying that technique. 1 upon f of d, here it is d square plus 4, which we have to operate on cos z. And the rule to find the PI for cos is d square replaced by minus a square. A is here coefficient of z, it is 1, therefore minus 1 square. 1 square is 1. Therefore, replace d square by minus 1. We get 1 upon minus 1 plus 4 operated on cos z. We get 4 minus 1 as 1 by 3 into cos of z. The term from denominator is non-zero. Therefore, we stop here and we call it as equation number 4th as PI. Then combine these two CF and PI to get the complete solution. Therefore, next step, complete solution is CF plus PI, equation 3 plus equation 4. Complete solution always for the dependent variable. Here dependent variable is y. Therefore, y is equal to e raised to 0, 1. Therefore, C1 cos 2z plus C2 sine of 2z plus PI. PI is 1 by 3 times cos z. Here we are getting the solution in terms of y and z. Original equation is in terms of x and y. Therefore, final solution also must be in terms of x and y. Once again, converting in terms of x. Therefore, we get C1 cos of 2 times z. Z is log x plus C2 sine of 2z, again z is log x, therefore 2 log x plus 1 by 3 cos of z, cos of log x as the required solution. Some more I will discuss in my next part for this Cauchy's form. Thank you very much for your overwhelming response for my videos. If you like it, please share as well as subscribe to my channel to get new updates. Thank you very much.